Behind the Shades.
In the beginning, take us through it. When you realized something was wrong, did you think it was going to be this?
I didn't know what it was. I'll be honest with you. I had every test possible for 2 years. I was so tired. And then my thumb would stop working. My big toe would stop working. Like, I had some weird stuff that happened. And my doctor, bless his heart, he listened to everything I said. And he stuck with me. Like, he listened to me. He didn't chalk it up to, she's an idiot. He didn't think I was a hypochondriac. Like, he really stuck with me and he listened. And then finally he was, I got one more trick up my sleeve. I don't think this is it, but let's send you for an MRI, a scan of my brain, and let's rule out MS, multiple sclerosis. I said, okay, we could do that. He said, okay. So I went for the test and I was literally in the tube, and they had like a little mirror so you could see the guy in the next room. So I'm on the phone. And then all of a sudden I'm in the tube while it's not doing anything. I'm like, all right, he's on the phone. Cool. He comes out and he says, okay, I'm going to take you upstairs for some blood work. And then we're going to get you back down here and we're going to do some contrast dye and take some more pictures. I said, I came here for one test. I know what that test was, and it wasn't for blood work and it wasn't for contrast. What did you find? And he said, I can't. I said, I saw you on the phone. What did you find? I'm not moving from this table until you tell me. And then he asked why my doctor sent me there. And I said to rule out MS, and he looked at me and said, bingo. And I said, okay, now we can go get the blood work done. Thank you. So it was a relief after looking for so long what was wrong with me at first. Then it all hit me. This is never going away. I'm never going to be the same. And then I became disabled at the age of 37. And I had to retire from my job. And that was how it began.
So it's like you went through this sense of relief because that journey, at least the early stages of that journey, was over. You know what it is. Now it's like, okay, how am I going to live my life with this?
Yep.
And then, like a lot of people probably go through an illness or situation that is going to be more long-term than short-term. But it's not like you cut your finger, you put a Band-Aid and off you go. Polysporin is our best life, right?
Right.
But this was, I'm relieved. Now it's like my life is forever changed.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, you start to feel the impacts of this illness situation because you were retired at 37. Most people want to retire at 37 and go travel and do everything, but you're retiring for a different reason. When you retired at 37, how many children did you have at that point?
3.
And then you had 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
Did you view life differently at that point at 37 and saying that 38, 39, like what was your state of mind as you viewed life, knowing that now this is something that's always going to be with you?
Well, I still battle it. it's not easy, but you still have to look at the bright side. This is what we have. This is what I have. This is what I have to deal with. There are things I cannot do anymore at all, but this is what I can do. This is what I can do. So we do the can do's. We do the can do's, and we do as much as we can and try to stay positive.
I know for as long as I've known you, you've always been that way. Like if you were to tell me, and this is for everyone else, if you didn't tell me you had this, I would not have known, because you're cheery, you're happy, you're funny. I know how important your family is to you. And I say this not to paint this picture as like, oh, she has this, she's supposed to be sad. And no, it's you're living your life the happiest way possible. And I think that is inspiration to everyone that's listening, everyone around us, because we go through things emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. But you're a beacon of someone that can show and say that this did not get me down. This, yes, you have your struggles, because I know you've told me your struggles. But in between your struggles, you have your happiness. So I know you shared a lot in regards to my friend. For those who may know someone that has this situation, someone who's going through it, what do you want to say to them to keep them on the right track and living a very happy life?
Don't give up. Don't give up. I know and I feel it. It is so easy to give up. I understand it. And I'll give you another. I lost my driver's license, and I know you didn't know that. And that's a big deal for me right now. I've been going through that, and I can absolutely understand how a lot of people with MS can just give up, because slowly you feel like everything's being taken away from you. And I absolutely understand it. I recognize it, but I would have to say, don't let it get to that point. You're going to have your good days, you're going to have your bad days. And as the first phrase you hear, and I hate this phrase, you got to find your new normal. Your new normal. What? I got a new normal every day. Every day. Like, no, there's no new normal, because I'm going to keep fighting.